Bob is my oldest son. Bob was always athletic and he could do everything. Played basketball, played football, skied, snow, winter, always involved and active. When he was about 26 years old, he started to have pains here and there. So he was going to orthopedic people, and we all figured nothing of it because, we all get banged up when we're playing our sports. He hangs up the phone, he turns and looks at me and he says, "Dad, Dr. Henderson says I have leukemia." During this time, Bobby's condition went from a few aches and pains. He went through a blast phase, and he really had a lot of pain. And we finally got to Penn State, and they gave us all the details. So really, we don't think we can do anything for your son, and we've checked all the other hospitals in the East Coast. This was a situation where the only way you're going to save this was give him some kind of trial period. And the best place to do that is out in Seattle at the Fred Hutch Center. And how long were you in Seattle, Bob? Do you remember?
I was there for four and a half months. Yeah.
4.5 months.
Yeah.
Well, touch and go all the time on, he's going to make this or isn't going to make it. But during that time, we said, when I recover, and if I recover, I'm going to do all I can to give back to other people with cancer.
As I was in Seattle and recovering from cancer, I became motivated to give back and try and help other people who were fighting cancer themselves. I realized I was lucky, fortunate, had my family's business. We had resources and facilities to be able to run and host potentially grassroots fundraising efforts. And that's what we did. When I first met Marcy Shankweiler, she came and met here at Woodloch, and she stepped in, and as she was telling me her story and connection to cancer, I immediately felt a chemistry that is unique. We had a common purpose, and that was to help other people who were impacted by cancer. I believe there was a purpose, there was a higher meaning for us coming together that day. We have been hosting For Pete's Sake families for almost 20 years now. They've been coming to the resort and having amazing experiences and really taking the purpose of what Woodloch's all about and taking it to a higher level by giving experience to these folks, and that is lasting and an amazing memory. So FPS provides a all expenses paid vacation for cancer patients, not just the patient themselves, but their caregivers, significant others, their family members to come and disconnect from all the things they're dealing with in their world.
To me, when the FPS families come check in, they don't really know what to expect. And as soon as they get into that groove, that first night we do icebreakers with them, and it kind of allows everybody to relax and unwind and literally break the ice with each other. And not only do they start to connect with their family, but they connect with each other within the group and build friendships within the group, which is incredibly impactful to them. Sharing stories about each other's families. And as the week goes on, the connections that they make with our staff, the relationships that are built, there's honestly tears in a lot of people's eyes as the week goes on. They leave and everybody is impacted. The staff always says, how can I be a part of this? I want to help more. I want to be a part of the mission.
Be able to get away for a period of time and to come to a destination like this in beautiful northeastern Pennsylvania, all our natural surroundings, amenities, and most importantly, our staff, and that disconnect and refocus on those who matter most, their families, is incredibly motivational and powerful, to the point of where it's actually creating better results for them physically, emotionally, psychologically, post-respite, which is it's really the gift of time, and not only just time, but quality time with those who matter most. That point has now taken to another level that Marcy has come back to us and asked, we want to create the nation's first cancer respite facility at Woodloch here in Hawley, Pennsylvania. It'll be 20 rooms. It'll have a dining facility, several different amenities and facilities, outdoor and indoors, for the guests to be able to enjoy. They'll also have access to all the other Woodloch facilities as well, and all of our fun things that we do.
What Marcy has done for Pete's Sake is giving people this respite of time to celebrate life and what is most important in life. And it worked so well between the two organizations of BK Hope Cures and Marcy's For Pete's Sake. And ultimately, that's what we've been trying to do at 66 years here at Woodloch. The vision of treating you as if you're coming in our own home is a mission statement, but trying to make the world a better place day in and day out. Stop madness and come together and focus on what's most important. And I think that's kind of what Woodloch has tried to do throughout its 66 years. They know that's what Marcy's tried to do for Pete's Sake, and Bob through BK Hope Cures. It's a chance to do something positive, and that's a gift, and celebrating what's important in life. So for those of you who know Woodloch and have been a part of the Woodloch family, it's, how do we engage at this point? And I think it can happen all types of ways. What you're most comfortable with, what skills and time and energy and other resources you have at your disposal. We've had a lot of people reach out to us already and saying, what can I do? How can I volunteer? This is what I can bring to the table. We're looking for commitment that reaffirms the mission of what's trying to accomplish.
This respite project is not new. It's not something we just came up with. We've been doing it for 25 years. So it's a model that works. There's an established team together. We've been doing what we've been doing for 67 years now. When you put those two teams together, there's some good things that are going to happen.